Welcome students to your geography session for class 7th. The chapter which we were studying was chapter number 3, weather and climate. Previously we studied the first part of the chapter and this is the second part of the chapter. Now let's see what are the headings in the second part of the chapter. The first heading is atmospheric pressure. Now let's see what is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is the pressure that is exerted on the surface of the earth because of its weight. Now this is the pressure of the atmosphere which we see or we feel. Okay, now high temperature means low pressure and low temperature means high pressure. Atmospheric pressure is measured with the help of barometer. Barometer is the instrument to measure the pressure of the atmosphere which we are feeling or which is being exerted on the surface of the earth. Difference in pressure causes the horizontal movement of air known as wind. Now in that point we will get into later that what is wind and what is the movement of wind. First let us focus on the atmospheric pressure. There is a close relationship between pressure and temperature. As I told you previously, high temperature means low pressure. Precipitation is affected by atmospheric pressure also. That means we studied about precipitation, what are the elements of precipitation and what are the types of precipitation and what are the reasons of precipitation. Now precipitation is also affected by atmospheric pressure. Now let's see the next heading, that is humidity. What is humidity? You might have heard about humidity. Mostly you feel humidity in the rainy seasons or when it is very hot. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the air at a given time and temperature. Humidity is the amount of water vapor. Now when there is water vapor in the air, we feel humidity. Means we don't sweat but we feel very hot and we feel sticky. That is the amount of water vapor which is present in the air, that is known as humidity. Moisture in the air can be expressed in different ways. Now what are the different ways to explain humidity? Means types of humidity. Also we can say that they are the types of humidity. Now the first is absolute humidity. Absolute humidity means it refers to the actual amount of water vapor present in a unit volume of air. Actual amount of water vapor present in the unit volume of air. It is expressed in gram per cubic meter of air. Second is specific humidity. It refers to the weight of water vapor present in per unit weight of air. Now first see the difference. In absolute humidity, the actual amount of water vapor is measured. In specific humidity, the weight of water vapor is measured. Now these two are different terms and these two have different levels of measurement. The first is the amount. We check the amount of water vapor. In the second method we check the weight of water vapor. Third is the relative humidity. It is a ratio of actual amount of water vapor present in the air at a given temperature to the amount of water vapor that the air can hold. Means we check the actual amount of water vapor which is present in the temperature in relation to the amount of water vapor the air can hold. Means the air can hold a specific amount of water vapor, the air can hold a specific weight of water vapor. More than that, the air won't be able to control or store. Now how can we measure the relative humidity? Relative humidity is measured with the help of a formula, that is RH. RH stands for relative humidity. Actual amount of water vapor present in the air upon total amount of water vapor that the air can hold. Means the air has a capacity to hold the water vapor. That capacity is taken into consideration to measure the relative humidity. Okay, now these three were the points. Now how can we measure these types of humidity? the instruments which is the instrument which is used is hygrometer. Now it is also shown in the figure 3.7. The next heading is wind. As we studied in the previous heading humidity, what is wind? The horizontal movement. Horizontal movement means a straight movement of above the surface of the earth. That is, the horizontal movement of air caused by uneven heating of the earth is called wind. Wind is measured with the help of wind vane. Now see, the amount of air which we feel on our face or on our body, and the amount of air which we can feel when we walk outside on the ground, that horizontal movement of air is known as wind. Wind is measured with the help of wind vane. Now all these instruments you can also check out easily on Google. You can see the figures of these instruments and get more information about that. The next heading is sunshine. What is sunshine? The sun is the main source of energy for the earth's surface. The length of the day and number of sunshine hours are recorded in weather observations. Now sunshine is the time, the duration of a day in which we see sunshine or in which we receive the sunshine on the surface of the earth. The sunshine hours helps us to determine the length of the day. That is understood that in previous times, when in villages or in rural areas where people never had instruments like hygrometer and barometer or other instruments to measure the heat or the length of the day, that they never had clocks, they used to observe the length of the day with the help of the brightness or the sunshine. With the help of sunshine we can also measure the length of the day. The duration of sunshine is measured by complete strokes of sunshine recorded. As more and as strong the sunshine will be, the more longer the day will be. In other words, it's mentioned in the book that the duration of sunshine is measured by complete strokes of sunshine recorded. Means the more the sunshine will be there on the surface of the earth for a longer duration of time, the longer would be the day. The next heading is cloud. What are clouds? Clouds refer to a small mass of water droplets or tiny ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere near the earth's surface. Cloudiness of the sky is measured with the help of the instrument nephometer. Okay, now see what are clouds. A cloud is a large collection of very tiny droplets of water or ice crystals. The droplets are so small and light that they can float on the air. Very light and tiny droplets of water or ice crystals form a cloud that we see in the sky. Clouds are of different types. Clouds are given different names based on their shapes and on their height in the sky. The highest cloud in the atmosphere are cirrocumulus, cirrus, and cirrostratus. The mid-level clouds includes altocumulus and altostratus. The lowest clouds are stratus cumulus and stratocumulus. Clouds are formed when moist and warm air rises and gets cooled below the dew point. Now, different types of clouds. What are clouds? We have understood tiny and light droplets of water or ice crystals. Now clouds are of different types. Based on the types, they are given different names. 3 levels are there: highest cloud levels, mid level, and lowest cloud levels. Now at the end of the chapter, there are some important points and important headings which you need to remember, and which you can also get as in the form of short notes. These are the points which you have to memorize and read again. First point is temperature, second is insolation, third is weather, fourth is climate, fifth is isoheights, and sixth is isotherm, seventh is precipitation, eighth is clouds. So students, in the second part and the last session of this chapter, I hope all the points are clear to you. The notes you will be getting after this session. Thank you and have a nice day.